Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Heist League 3.12. In this episode, I'm going to be doing build reviews. We're back with some more build reviews, but to start it off, we got a weird build. So, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode. If you guys want to enter your own build review, all you have to do is watch my stream. You earn channel points, and through those channel points you can submit a build review where you submit your profile name, your character name, and then what's wrong with the build, or like what am I going to be looking at to possibly help me understand what I'm looking. Yeah, so this one we'll just start off with the dude's message, because that's always the best way to start this off. It's pretty long. It's his account name, character name. Hey Ethan, love your stream and YouTube channel, which has helped me a lot with learning to play this game. I'm relatively new to the game, and Heist is my second league. Played our carry-on golem during Harvest League. I tried to create my own spin-off minion build based on yours, but I'm looking for optimization from the minion guru. P.S. Spectres are operatives. POB doesn't show alternate quality gems or awaken curse on hit. So, I'll start off with that part. I can see your alternate quality gems, so I guess don't worry about that part. And then the second thing, maybe 6 days ago it was broken, and then this one, awaken curse on hit is in here. Awaken hex touch, I can see that, so we're good. Nothing to worry about. And then the only other thing was specters, syndicate operative, secret police daggers. So then the main points to point out about this build is it's a 6-link specter setup, and it's a 4-link carry-on golem setup. So he has Intimidate. Forgot to tick that because he has. He's got all these curses and he's hatred. So then if you look in calculations for his specter and you show, and then you do this, you can see the DPS, and then the damage is mostly cold chaos. So it's like pretty weird. How much do carry-ons add? A lot of damage. Quite cool. Quite cool. His question. He's looking for optimizations from me. Okay. So I guess we have to go through it all. You started here. You path, and you did this, you grabbed that, and you grabbed a primordial harmony. So, wait, you're both. Is that 1.4 million damage? That's pretty cool. But then, yeah, in this build, he's using a shield, and he's giving the shield to his minions. And then those minions have increased LE damage and get cold as extra chaos. And then in here, if you look at the carry-on golem, so the wow, it's all cold because of the glove. Oh, he's a full cold build because triad grip. And then I noticed he has blade vortex with frostbite and awaken hex touch, right? And so, does the Awaken Hex Touch actually allow him to get this LE Weakness Curse from the glove as well? So it gets both. And then Divergent of this, what does that do? Even more cold res? 20% chance to freeze, okay. What's the other one? 5 Doom, 20% duration. Cool. Chance to freeze seems good. Wow, this is really cool. So then you have 4 of those. You're running a stone still. Oh, and a chaos up here. Runs Feeding Frenzy on the Animate Guardian. I probably wouldn't do that. Unless you want your Animate Guardian to go in there and not defend you, I guess. Since you seem to be full damage, full aggro. No, you don't like the defenses. And then I noticed this skill tree. And, so you didn't tell me what this is. You didn't tell me what the Elegant Hubris is, so I don't know. But, otherwise, I like that you didn't go up here because you don't need the chaos, for example. Oh, you do, but so you probably should repath that from up here, and take the chaos instead of maybe some of the other life, like these life. because these life points aren't that great unless are you using at least life recovery from a flask. Yes, at least you're using a life flask. 3 points for jewel sockets because you path through here, and because you're elemental equilibrium, which, how do you actually proc that? So, with my calculations, if we check on this blade vortex, you're dealing, wow, how the hell do you do that? 2 attacks, let's go look. He has to have something with elemental 2 attacks. Adds fire and lightning. He crafted that on the unset ring just to get the extra LE damage on his blade vortex so that it would trigger the elemental equilibrium. He's bringing me back to my good old days of cold zombies. Cold zombies, dude. Pog champ. He's got the unending hunger. You already know. He's got... this is weird because he's not summoning stuff recently, so the only one that works is the damage recently. Because when are you using a minion? Oh, using a minion skill. Wait, he uses shit, and he might have a trigger wand too. No, yeah, he does. So in his wand, he's using let's find it. No. Oh, wait, really? Wait, I didn't know that. There's no way, dude. You can trigger Blade Vortex? Base duration is 5 seconds. The trigger's like every second, dude. Wait. You have permanent Blade Vortex. Wait, this build is fucked. I don't like the Syndicate operatives because it doesn't make any sense. Why not just run utility specters and shield, or go damage specters and don't go all this golem stuff. But what the heck, dude? That's so cool. What the heck? If that actually works, that's really cool. You have specter damage plus 1 specter. Yeah, it's a hybrid. This is so weird that you did both. I would think that you're just better off going down the road of one of them, and you can still bring the carry-on golem, just not to this extent of all these primordial jewels. It's actually an amalgamation of both of them. This build is so cool, but I really think that you're just better off going a pure specter or a pure golem, and separating them that way is usually better, because you spend all these jewels on buffing up the golems only, and then you spent all this stuff on buffing up the specters only, and so you would think that you would want to just get more specter stuff, use the carry-ons to buff your specters, and go crazy. But I like some of this stuff here. That's really cool. I hope my thing helps. There's also Renewal, Vicious Bite, Feasting Fiends, I noticed. You could get another cluster. You're full cold, so I'm pretty unaware, but I believe, isn't there like a thing called Frostbomb? Yeah, it's right here. It literally shows, if you just add another skill to the build, it'll usually show other options. So you could also see that Val Impurity Fire apparently gives the, with the Val version, it gives nearby allies and minions and shit ignoring enemy cold resistance. What the fuck? So that's dumb if you wanted to add that. Apparently Frostbomb's pretty good, which they use in the normal Syndicate or cold builds, and so this gives 25% cold exposure to cold resistance. Another way to do similar thing would be Elemental Army and put it on someone dealing cold, and then separate link again. You could have Flesh Offering in the build. You don't have it. I don't use it, but you technically can, especially since you have the trigger. Like if you don't go for this, Frostbite, Awaken Hex Touch, I could imagine a world where it's like Blade Vortex and Flesh Offering and Desecrate maybe. And the Blade Vortex triggers just the glove curse, for example. You don't have to possibly curse everything. This is really fucking cool, man. This is so cool. I can't believe... Oh, but this will break phase run, right? Because it's an attack? Or is it... Wait. I actually have to know how this will work. Trigger stuff will break phase run, right? So it's a really different build. I'm pretty sure trigger breaks phase run. But it's really cool nonetheless. And you have your Awakened Generosity, Hatred. Pretty cool. I like the build. Nice build, dude. But yeah, these two could technically be fit in. Especially in the weapon. This is crazy, though. I can't believe that. What the heck? So yeah, you have phase run. I'm really curious, actually. How does this work? This is really cool. I need to know. Leave a comment. Thank you. This build's sick, though. Really cool. Nice work, man. Just check some of the other basic stuff. Yeah, I pretty much would highly recommend not running all these golems and shit. You're Necro, right? Oh, it all makes sense now. Oh, you wanted the package of my golem shit, but you wanted the... Oh, God, just go golems, dude. What are you doing? You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Just go golems. You're this far in. Holy shit. And then you could run different specters and dude, look, cold golems don't even look that bad. Wow, that's really cool, actually. It's just that you actually have to curse. You manually have to curse, and you have to this is with Frostbomb and Flesh Offering added. I feel like, yeah, it's obvious going through both of them that you should probably just be using my carry-on golems. Alright, next. That was cool, though. Thank you, man. We got this one from True Brit. He says, health check my build, please. Account. Okay, and then just let me know if I'm on the right path and where I could go next. First thing, 96, 96. He's using Primordial Bond, Rotting Claws. This should be Renewal for more damage instead of tank, but it's fine. Rotting Claws Renewal, nice. It's not that important. Renewal is like an extra jewel, like one of these Primordial jewels, whereas Primordial Bond is like some regen and physical damage reduction. I wouldn't take the minion 10% life here. That's not that great. You could get 12 here if you wanted it, if you really wanted it. That one extra point could actually just be spent right here. There you go. You got a little bit extra life. I don't know what this gives, so I'll just skip it. And I noticed you have 2020. So actually we recommend, if you notice, 1.55 million damage. If you take this to 21, 1.7, you lose the quality, 1.65. You gain 100,000 damage. I recommend here either going for Awakened Gems or going for quality, especially right now. Gem Cutter's Prisms are so cheap because Heist printed. So you can also add quality to Immortal Call. I just hadn't done it in my build because I was poor for a long time. If your zombie's lacking survivability, you can level them up. Get another one, I mean. Get a level higher. This is fine. You can get Awakened Generosity. Nice. What's your dex? Ah, nice. Animate Guardian. Probably want a 21 if you can. 21 Chaos, 21 Stone. Oh, you went Anomalous. I see what you're doing. You probably want the quality on these then, because that's the whole point of going alternate quality, is to get the bonus quality to actually get the full buff effect increase. 936, pretty cool. You went Asaphal's Frame at 1.7 million damage. I wouldn't do that, actually. Cold Iron Point is 600,000 damage, which is more than like 30% of your damage. That's pretty crazy, right? But if you like the tank, you like the tank, and I won't judge, man, because obviously, like, look at these, look at this. You ran a Roomies, don't like it. This Quicksilver could be way better, with move speed and maybe reduced charges. You're immune to freeze already, so you don't need this. Nice, immune to bleed, and curse immune, nice. So you could fix up your flask though, because you could get a basalt and a granite. Your armor's 8,000 and your physical damage reduction is 70, but when you take a big physical hit of 15,000, your physical damage reduction is only 35. So I highly recommend a granite and basalt flask and actually doing your flask properly, because they don't cost that much, and you have some big items in this build like this. You got brass dome as well. Nice. Definitely fix your flask. That's an insane glove. Holy shit. This is a nice boot. Wow, that's an Ami, dude. Time to go ES. He's got nice ring with +2. Dexterity belt. He crafted this with essence or bought it. Probably bought it. Taunt jewel. Pretty nice. With life. No blind. Super cool build. What would I recommend? Well, like I said, the 21s across the board. A lot of 21s. Lots of quality. I recommend Awaken Gems. I recommend... full clusters if you can. They're pretty expensive. And otherwise, nice build, man. You're just kind of like farming more currency and filling out the build and getting more high power shit. Expensive stuff. Nice, man. You're doing great. No problem. Divine. Next build review. So Divine Sanity. Name is Uroth's. I messed up somewhere down the line. Health isn't right out of it. The 3 nodes on the Hubris are all 80% damage. I have the AG from your video. Looking to fix life issue, then improve the build all around. Okay. So he's got a life issue apparently. 3,500 life. I also noticed this is just Rotting Claws, 8 point. And this is Rotting Claws renewal. So he's missing a renewal. So that kind of blows. But besides that, he wanted more life, so immediately I'm thinking that it's his items. Yeah, he has no life on his helmet. It's because it's hard to get. 80 life on the glove is really nice. 15 life on the boot. You can definitely do better here. This boot is 1 seat. This amulet. Okay, you could keep trying to... You could watch my amulet video where I craft like 10 of them, and I try to get a higher life craft or open prefix for a multi, and so you could go for that if you keep retrying to craft the amulet, because we don't have harvest. You can get life on this ghastly jewel as well. I recommend a full flask like Taste of Hate. You have basalt bleed immune. Nice. Oh, you have a forbidden taste. You should get 100% life on this instead of 78. Immune to bleed twice. And another life flask. So you have 3 life flasks. This one, okay. I recommend fixing your flasks. This will help your survivability a lot. And to be honest, you're actually in game right now. You're only 92 passives. So you can actually have another passive. I also think you have 3.4 million damage, so you could lose an eminence and it won't be the end of the world for 4 points, and you could then put that into life. Since you're so low, you go to 3873. It's pretty good. Obviously all the extra life on your gear will also help the scaling too. It would help a lot. So then you only go down to 3.1. It's not too bad, and then you gain more health. And if you fix up the gear and honestly fix these flasks, your survivability is going to go through the roof. Highly recommend it. The amulet's kind of hard. The boot is really easy. The helmet is kind of annoying, but it's not that bad. It's just try some annuls maybe and then craft, because especially on this one, like, you have no craft. So if you got lucky in the 1 and 3, then you have an upgrade. You could just craft life, but if you miss, you have to craft another one. So be ready just in case you mess up. And if you want more survivability, part of something we found out is that you could run a Saphos frame if you don't care about the damage. And then you get... So it's a lot of damage loss, obviously, but then you have the extra resistances. You go to 79s and 80. So it's an option if you don't mind the damage loss. And then you prefer the tankiness. So there's that. Thank you for the build review. Next, we got Lord Garang. Back to the basics. reason. I can't play safely contracts and heist level 82. Well, first instinct on this one is I went to here and I saw call to slaughter. Oh no. Ew. And then no cluster jewel, so they're missing rotting claws, so they don't have full impale. If I show it, impale 91. So this damage is really low. Like uber low. Why do they have extra aura? Mana reserve. 3 points in mana reserve, which is weird. Their damage is super low, so it makes me question why is that. And then it's their clusters, because they're missing the rotting claws and they're missing renewals. They're missing like most of it. And then they're 5 points extra too. So they should literally just have a cluster jewel because they have way too many points in life. They have 44, 51, way more than the other dude. And they say they can't play safe, but the other dude... Oh, you have negative 40 chaos resistance. You should get some chaos resistance, man. We found it. We got him, boys. No life on the hum. Nice. Nice. That's pretty cool. 54 life, 82 life. Oh, you went for trigger level 20 summon taunting contraption when you use a flask. Instead of a Stygian Vice. Okay. And you're already using the Saffles. So yeah, the biggest takeaway is you should get some Chaos Res, men. So I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure contracts and heists will have chaos damage. And then on top of that, it'll help you for the Al-Hezmin influence. So this is literally going through and redoing gear to have more chaos res. You're overcapped on so many things. It's going to be pretty easy, I think. And then you have a Lion's Roar Granite Flask. I don't think you should use that either. I think you should use a regular Granite Flask because you're not hitting to cause enemies to get knocked back. You have an instant life with elemental resistance and instant on low life. I like that. Move speed. Yep. Poison. That's good when you're negative 40 and immune to bleed. Nice. Alright. Yeah. So I highly recommend Chaos Resistance. Negative 40 will not do for you, man. Will not do. You need at least like 40. 20 to 40 maybe you'll feel really good. Okay. And then we have one more build review. Thank you for the build. Hope that helps you. Next. 93. Hun Lights. So he sent me a paste bin, but instead of that, I just pulled up his path of building myself, and I noticed this first. So he still has Enduring Bond, so we take that out. 4 extra points saved. And you can notice Rotting Claws, Renewal, Rotting Claws, Renewal. This build is gross. It's so good. You can get 1 extra Chaos Resistance. Now he's 75 capped. Nice. He has 3 extra points, and he wasn't taking this Devotion life. I don't know why. It's right there. It's free. Why not, dude? It's better. So we sacrificed the Enduring Bond, and we gained some life. So now he's at 49.57 with 2.4 million damage. And his thing was a way for extra DPS survivability without Awaken multi. So he's got everything. Awaken melee fizz, awaken minion damage. So what I would recommend in this spot, seeing all of this, is if you just like so you got the build to this point, you spent all this currency, right? In theory, you have these gems, and all it takes to get more damage out of them is to level them up. So like this is 5% more damage, 4%. This is even more, and even more. And then imagine these were leveled up too. So we're not gonna go crazy and go do Awaken multi. Fine. You have dash, second wind, convocation. Okay. Raise zombie elemental army. Cool. Said survivability, and you wanted damage. You could upgrade your stone golem and chaos golem by 1 level. Now your chaos golem will be 22, and it gets 1% more physical damage reduction. So to show this, what was happening is your physical damage reduction is 67. Take a big physical hit. Goes to 28. That's your physical damage reduction. What the heck? You have none. Okay, so that's against a big one. Take this. 6% more for 1 level on your Chaos Golem. And then that's why we start doing things like 2 endurance charges takes us to 42. We can run the extra all the armor we have, the flask, the basalt, like, so you can run the granite. You don't have the basalt here, I notice. You're running a life flask instead of basalt, so I would drop the silver flask for basalt. I'll show you what I mean by that. Obviously we won't. You can't select a basalt from uniques. Oh no. Utility basalt. Perfect. There we go. So to show, this is why you take your build from 28 to 57, then add the 2 endurance charges, you go to 65. There's more shit we do, I don't remember off the top of my head for the physical damage reduction, but this is pretty much putting into perspective what's really, like, that's one of the weaknesses of the build is armor. It always was in our old build too. We just didn't learn it till this season, so I'd highly recommend looking at getting the extra level on the Chaos Golem. Yeah, so then you run punishment still. We switched to vulnerability. Also we went for the divergent because it had 10% chance to maim. So you have AoE maim instead of it just being from the Chaos Golem. I mean Stone Golem with the maim support. Possibly helps for clear speed. Yeah. Nice. Super good, dude. 49.57, so I gained you some life, gained you some damage, showed you that just by leveling up your gems, you'll go to 3.2 million. Just by leveling up your Chaos Golem 1, like getting a 21, you gain 6% physical damage reduction, which is 1.5 endurance charges. It's really insane, dude. On top of this, you're actually over res cap on this ring, so you could recraft this potentially as... Oh, this has Dex. You probably bought this. I was going to say you could recraft it as an unset ring, but you probably wouldn't want to do that clearly in your spot. Nice amulet. Super cool. You didn't anoint your rings with extra range on the scout towers. Now I'm curious how many people have it. So this guy only has 1 of his rings. But, oh, this first build doesn't use... Oh, because he manually curses, yeah, so he doesn't use Profane Proxy. Very neat, very neat. Very neat. Okay, and then we had this one, which was... did they do the rings? Scout Tower range, only on 1 of them. I think they forget, dude. People forget. Holy shit. Scout Tower range, Scout Tower range. Ooh, this guy had both of them. Nice. Who had both of them? Who was that? Carry me, Aroth. Aroths! Divine Sanity. Nice job, dude. Nice job. You're representing us. Doing really good here. And then this one didn't have it. And we have the last one. Didn't have it. Holy shit. And is that 2 builds that did an unset... I mean, did a 2-stone ring? Yeah. Cold Lightning. The other one was Fire Cold, right? That's cool. But then, yeah, in this case, you could probably get the extra 2 cold somewhere else. Off of, like... Maybe not. Where the hell do you get all your cold? Oh, the boot. This goes to, like, 41, right? You can get 1 more cold. It's not enough. Never mind. Point is, this is super cool. And, nice builds, guys. Thank you guys for the build reviews. Thanks for the build submissions. I have more to go, but this is all for now. I have 3 more. I have 3 left, okay? So I've mostly caught up. But apparently these next 3 all were submitted within an hour of each other. That's crazy, dude. Out of, like, literally you could have like 24 hours in a day, and 3 of them got submitted within an hour of each other. So everyone reached the same point. They came to the stream at the same time, earned the same points, watched for the same amount of time, and then boom, build review. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed this build review as much as I did making it. I hope this helps people. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you to anyone who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!